Okay, and we are live. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. My name is Jessica. I'm the Social Media and Community Manager at University of the People, and it's a pleasure to be here today with our guest of honor, Kelly Pozinski. Hey, Cal, how are you?
Hi, Jess. Long time no speak. I'm good. How are you?
I know. I'm doing well, thank you. So for those of you who don't know, Kelly is not only our director of program advising, but we used to do weekly updates, and we don't do them anymore, and I miss her so much. So I don't know, does anyone here remember the weekly updates? Because they were really fun. Anyways, so hi guys. The reason we're here today is to talk a little bit about program advising. Whether you're a student or an applicant, this live event is for you. It's to address any questions you may have. We'll talk a little bit about how program advising works and what you need to know. First, Kel, maybe you want to talk to our students out there. Do you have any updates for our students, or everything as usual?
So, first of all, Jess, it's great to be back with you once again. I missed you. I missed the students, but happy to be here on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. I almost said Monday. So firstly, welcome to all of our new students, applicants, anyone that could be watching. Updates wise, Jess, is if you are a current student of ours, we have passed the drop deadline. So if you wanted to drop one of your courses, we are past that deadline. However, you still have time to withdraw from your courses. So if you are thinking about it, maybe speak with your program advisor. If you're not sure what your program advisor is or their role, good thing you joined this event, because that is exactly what we're going to be speaking about today. And if I have any other updates, just lastly, if any of the students haven't logged onto the learning platform, I strongly advise and encourage you all to log on as soon as possible. Do not wait a day longer. That's my quick update, Jess.
All right, Kelly, thank you. So by the way, to our viewers, if anyone has any questions, why don't you pop them into the comments and we'll try to answer them. We could do a little FAQ as well. But all right, let's start. So Kelly, why don't you tell us about your role at University of the People?
Okay, Jess. So as you introduced me earlier, I'm the director of program advising. So mainly for all of our students here, I'm making sure that you're being taken care of. Any questions or concerns that you send in, that they are being addressed in a timely manner and you're getting the correct answers. And in general, just looking out for and coming up with some exciting things for our students. So that's in a nutshell about my role, Jess.
Okay, amazing. And how does the Office of Program Advising help our students? You touched on it a little bit, but maybe you can expand a bit.
So, Jess, the Program Advising Office is quite unique in a sense that every student will receive a program advisor, and this is their main point of contact when they are in the university. So the program advisor is mainly there to guide them and encourage them along their academic journey. And the program advisor will stay with the student, obviously, from the day that they become a student to the day that they graduate. And it really is just someone to encourage them, motivate them, and guide them. So that is about their program advisor. And a student will be assigned, like I said, their program advisor once they become a student. And they will also receive an introductory email from their program advisor introducing themselves.
Okay, perfect. I saw somebody asked, I lost the comment, but somebody asked about proctors. I think we should cover that, but like maybe a little bit later. So I'm sorry, whoever just asked that about the proctors, we'll get there for sure. Okay, so, oh, Chantel has a good question. Chantel, I think I know you. I mean, not in real life, but I think we featured you on our social media. When do you know what class you're exempted from after submitting educational documents? That's a good question, Chantel. Thank you.
So thank you for your question. So just basically you heard the documents will be reviewed by the relevant departments, and once reviewed, when they can work out the equivalent of what's on the documents to the courses that we offer, an answer will be given. So Chanel, the answer approximately can take around 21 business days. If you're still waiting, email your program advisor, let them know you're still waiting, and we will be happy to follow up for you and see where things are going and where things are heading in regards to the documents you took and us evaluating the courses you've already taken.
Perfect. Thank you, Kelly. And okay, we're going to hide that. I saw somebody else said that they want to study at University of the People. So I forgot to mention that in the description of this event, I included a link to the application page. So we have a very simple application process. You can always email admissions@uopeople.edu with any questions. So yeah, for those of you who are wanting to apply to UO People, there is a link in the description of this event. Just copy and paste it into your browser. Okay, let's go back to our questions. What are foundation courses, and how many do new students need to take before becoming a degree-seeking student?
So this is a very good question, Jess. So foundation courses are mainly our introductory courses, and this is mainly testing the student's readiness to become a degree-seeking student with us. So it's very important that when we speak about foundation courses, we differentiate between undergraduate and graduate foundations. So as an undergraduate student, the student will have to take between 2 to 5 foundation courses, the maximum being 5. And as a graduate student, they will need to take between 2 to 3 graduate courses. There is a certain grade that the students are required to achieve in their foundation courses. So if they want to learn more about this, or our applicants want to learn more about it, they can go onto our website and they can go look at the catalog, and it will explain everything there. It's important for me to add just that once they meet the foundation requirements, this is when they will become a degree-seeking student and obviously specialize in their degree that they selected. So only once you will pass the introductory courses, also known as the foundation phase, you will then move on to become the degree-seeking student.
Okay. That's very good information. I see a lot of really great questions, and it's moving very fast. So there was a question I wanted to ask Cal, but I can't find it now. So that's amazing. But guys, keep your questions coming. We'll try to cover them, I promise. Just a second, because it was a good one. Okay. We're getting closer. Oh, here it is. Yay. Can I take more than 3 courses at the same time in one term? That's a great question, Reaper.
So, Reaper, and in regards to so it really depends on your CGPA. This is the grade point you achieved at the end of each term, because this will determine how many courses you can take in the upcoming term. So if you have a very high CGPA, you can take up to 4 courses per term. But if your CGPA is a little bit on the lower side, it may restrict you to fewer courses that you will be able to take in the term. So I hope that answers your question.
All right, Reaper. Hope that covered you. Okay, another one. Wow, you guys have such great questions. How do you know the necessary courses to enroll for? That's a great question.
So just if it's your first term as a student at Your People, the Office of Student Services will enroll you into your courses. Obviously, if it's beyond your first term, you can consult with your program advisor and they will guide you which are the necessary courses for you to enroll in for the upcoming terms. Some courses do have prerequisites, so it's always good if it's beyond your first term to consult with your program advisor, and they will be willing to assist you.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's go back. Oh, Khaled. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. That's not Khaled. Sorry. Where did Khaled go? All right. Hey, Khaled. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Can transfer credits be evaluated before I become a degree-seeking student?
So during the application phase, you can submit your transcripts and they will be evaluated. So Khaled, I hope that answers your question.
All right, cool. All right, let's go back to our questions. These are really good ones. Okay, let's see. How do students receive a UO People email address and Microsoft Access?
So just once they become a degree-seeking student, we will assign them with the UO People email address. So in foundations, students will not receive this, but once they become a degree-seeking, that's when they will receive their UO People email address.
Okay, great. So that's important information. Even more importantly, maybe you can give us an update on the WASC accreditation. And for those of you who don't know about WASC, maybe you could just give a brief overview.
So Jess, we have applied for WASC accreditation, and this is quite a long process. But just as a quick update is UO People received WASC accreditation eligibility, and we are continuing in the accreditation process. As I mentioned, it can take a long time, so patience is required, but we are busy with the accreditation, and we did get the eligibility, so that's where we stand in regards to WASC.
Okay, thanks, Cal. So stay tuned, guys, with WASC. I know you guys are eager. Nora, who has an echo? Is it me or Kelly? Kelly or I? Okay. All right. And my next question for you, Cal, is when are we adding more programs and courses?
So Jess, people should always check out our website for updates, but if anyone's not aware, we have just offered certificates. So these are short programs that potential students can take. So certificates was just launched. So you can go look that up on the website and you can read more about that there. In regards to other programs, you'll just have to keep an eye out on our website, so stay tuned there.
All right, stay tuned. And by the way, our website is www.uopeople.edu for those who don't know. Okay, my next question, Cal, is how do I reach my program advisor?
So Jess, your program advisor, like I said, when you are assigned your program advisor, you are introduced to them and they're given their email address. Also, our students can come to Michelle, that's our chatbot, and they can ask a few questions there. If they don't receive the answers they're looking for, they are able to escalate to their program advisor through the chatbot. So either email, or if you want maybe a quicker answer, go to our chatbot. If you can't get the answer, you can escalate to your program advisor through there.
Okay, amazing. So I'm going to go ask some questions from our viewers. I saw somebody ask, let's see, one second. I saw Jermico ask something. Thanks, Jermico. We'll cover that in a second. Okay, this is a good question. I have from Jalal. I have a BA. I want to do an MBA. What should I do to prepare myself before studying?
So, Jalal, I would say maybe do some research on MBA, log on, maybe go to a library, find out more information. Perhaps you want to pose, perhaps you know people who are currently involved in MBA, ask them about it. But obviously an MBA is a step up from a Bachelor's of Arts. Just so you know that, Jalal, if you are interested in studying an MBA with us, there are certain requirements that you have to meet. So you can look that up in the graduate catalog. One such requirement would be a recommendation letter, for example, but you can go and look up all the requirements in the graduate catalog.
Great. And from Ananya, I have saved my spot. When will I get my Moodle ID?
So, Ananya, maybe I think you mentioned you saved your spot. Maybe you're not converted to a student just yet. So I'm not sure about Moodle ID, you mean student ID. But if you're still an applicant and you have saved your spot and you've been accepted, within the next within the next 2 weeks, you should receive your student ID.
All right, Cal, thanks. Let's see, I'm trying to focus the questions around program advising. So just a second, let's see what else we have. Maybe, Cal, you can talk a little bit about grants and scholarships. Like how I see somebody asking, please update here. I'll show you. Please update my scholarship, grants, and educational assistance. Oh, that's like your personal one. Okay, we're not gonna do that now. We'll get back to you on that though, Kaifang BG.
But just about scholarships, Jess, we do have scholarships available. Obviously, they are limited, but there is funding available for our students. So that's just in general. We do have scholarships available. There are some different criteria for each scholarship, but there are scholarships available in case any potential applicants were wondering. There are.
Okay, amazing. Now let's go back to Khaled. Let me elaborate on my earlier question. Can transfer credits be evaluated during my attending foundation courses and before I become a degree-seeking student?
So thank you again for your question. They can be evaluated before you become a foundation student, Khalid, but you would still have to take at least one foundation course. So if this is what you're trying to figure out is if you can skip the foundations part, you would not be able to. You would have to take at least one foundation course, and then you would move on to become a degree-seeking student.
Okay, thank you. Now, Jermico, who is like our MVP student over here, Jermico's, we know Jermico very well. Will there be a PhD option available in the near future? And then we get a nice compliment as well from Jermico. University doing great things and adding more options for courses and certificates. It's true. We just added 9 new certificates, which is really exciting. Okay, Kel, maybe you could cover that.
So thank you for the compliment, but I can't comment on if in the future there will be a PhD or not. So I suggest stay tuned to the websites. There really are exciting things happening. We're always looking to improve and introduce new things to our students. So stay tuned. You never know. Stay tuned.
It's true. Stay tuned. And that answer covers some other people's questions. And Sabir, we're going to end with you. I want to join, but how can I do it? So let me remind you, it's very simple. All you need to do is go to, actually, you can just copy the link in the description of this event and paste it into your browser, and it will take you straight to our application page. And the application is very simple. It's very straightforward. If you have any questions, you can email admissions@yopeople.edu. And for our current students, if you have any issues, you can email your program advisor or leave a comment in this live event, and we'll follow up with you accordingly. That's all I got. Kelly, I know you're a busy person, busy lady over there. So I'll let you go. But any final words, Cal, about program advising?
We are obviously looking at ways to enhance the program advising team. Also the way in which students are communicating with their program advising. So we are busy evaluating this, Jess. And I did see one person write what to do in an emergency situation if they have an emergency situation and their program advisor is not responding in time. So I just want to put it out there that the program advisors really do try their best to respond to students within a short time period. However, they are also human. So if, for example, they have 300 emails in their queue, it may take them a little bit longer to respond, but usually they respond quite promptly. So you should expect a response soon. And if you actually are in that emergency situation, perhaps go to the chat bot, because you can have a chat over there and maybe you would find your answer or what you're looking for there. So please, I just want to say the program advisors do their best to respond to our students as soon as possible, but sometimes they really are very, very busy depending on the time of the term. So please just be a little bit more patient.
Okay. All right. Kelly, thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to see you and speak with you. And to our students, applicants, please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. That's what we're here for. You can send us a message on social media. You can email admissions@yopeople.edu. You can email your program advisor if you're a student. We're here to help you. We just want everyone to have a smooth sailing journey. So feel free to reach out with any questions. Okay, so everyone have a great day. It was lovely seeing you. We'll have another live event next week. Just stay tuned on our social media to check that out. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Have a nice day.